Okay, so I am finally back to recording on my channel. I've been away for quite a while. I think it's like 3 months. I really haven't been in the mood to record, but lately I've been getting kind of like a big inspiration to record again. My last game I was playing I think was Minecraft, and I kind of want to put that one to rest for a while now. I will play it if many people want me to go back to it one day in the future. But for today, I'm going to be playing a new game called Oxygen Not Included. It's a game that I picked up from Steam. It looked interesting. It's from the guys, or the developers that made Don't Starve, which is a game that I actually enjoyed. Got a couple hours on that one too. So we're going to play this one. I did play a little bit of it. I got like 3 hours I played of it. But we're going to be playing a new game for my channel. So I guess let's get started and see how far we can get with this. The game is for in the 3 hours that I played it, it's pretty hard. You have to do quite a bit of things, and you gotta be quick with it. And your resources are very small, so you constantly have to keep upgrading and updating everything. And you start off with 3 people, kind of like RimWorld, which is a game that I'll probably do in the future as well. But you start off with 3 guys where you pick what their strengths are going to be pretty much. They also have traits and they have interests, as you can see. Okay, so we have this guy who is the duplicate arms have all tensile strength of Overcooked Linguine. -3 strength. He has all the good stuff, which I might actually take. See, this is actually a perfect sample of pretty much which variety. He has everything that's pretty much strong except strength. He has tinkering and he has strength, which is pretty good. And she has everything but the rest. She has creativity, but I need one with learning, so I might change him. Okay, he has duplicate, enjoys building jobs, and will master them 50% faster. His research, see, I can't have him learning and research. Let's try this again. No. Strength, farming, creativity. He has farming, he has creativity. She can operate. Duplicate enjoys operating jobs and will master them 50% faster. So research. Duplicate enjoys performing research jobs and will master them. So she might actually be good. Mish. This duplicate is the delicate disposition and cannot be tend to sick. Okay, I can't have that. No, that's kind of like her. I don't want to double them. No, 2 cooking, construction. Oh. He's an art, dig, and a ranch. He's a mouth breather though, so I can't have a mouth breather because they take a lot of oxygen and I don't want them to be using all my oxygen very quickly. That's a big key part in this game. You have to really manage your oxygen with your algae. I'm trying to see who I can actually get. Creativity, he has 1 cooking. He has wrenching. Okay. He has no strength. Kindness and ranching, digging, creativity. See, I like this guy. The only problem is he's a narcoleptic. The duplicate can and will fall asleep anytime, any place. Oh. It's usually the best stat-wise guys that tend to have some of the worst traits. don't want him to be a narcoleptic because can't have him falling asleep whenever they want. Oh wow, he's a pacifist. This duplicate abhors violence. See, I like him. Okay, we have Eri, we have Jean, and we have Catalina. These are pretty much our three guys that we're gonna start with. Especially him. He has one of everything, which I kind of like. Name the colony. What can we name the colony? Planet Yaksu. Okay. Alert. I've awakened trapped inside an asteroid with a crew of 3 duplicates. Resources are scarce and I can't remember how I got here. I will help. I will need the help of duplicates to survive if we were going to find answers. Okay, so we are on an asteroid. First things first is we need to dig up. We want them all to start digging. Next thing is we're gonna be probably doing some beds. Since we have food right here, I'm gonna leave that food there. Is there any water? Yes, there is. There's plenty of water down here, so... And we actually have some seeds. That's perfect. Let me make a storage. We're gonna make some beds. Let's put everything in there. Okay, next up we want to dig some more. And we need to work on our oxygen. Actually, no, let's do an outhouse, which is going to be over here. Because we need them to have somewhere to go to the bathroom. So we're gonna do a... Where's it at? Plumbing. We're gonna do an outhouse. And from here, we're gonna make them... we need to get to the water. That's what we need to do. So we need them to start digging. Let me cancel that. So what's that? Okay. If we construct that. That should make them start working on the stairs that we need to start getting down in. Because we need to start making some more floors. We're gonna leave these guys there, like little bugs. And we have a lot of plants over here. They're good because we're gonna have to capture them because we need some plants for some farms. Okay. This game is a little slow at the beginning because we only have 3 of our colonists. But once we start getting... Oh! as the game progresses, let me save it real quick though. Save as and planet Yaksu. Okay, so as you progress, this machine right here, the printing pod, is gonna slowly duplicate more of our followers or duplicates, which are gonna have brand new traits. It's gonna be an entirely brand new person. It's every couple cycles you get a new person, which is what makes the game a little bit difficult. And what I mean by that is that as you get more duplicates, you have to feed them, you have to give them food, and they start using the bathroom, which the bathrooms, as you can see, a little arrow right there where my cursor is at, tends to fill up, and it takes a while for them to clean out the bathroom. So that's a big problem. And also we need to be careful. This is sand. We need to be careful with sand, because sand acts just like sand would act. It would fall pretty much down. Okay. This is what we need to do. We need to make because we need water. Water is a main thing that we need to survive in this game. So water is pretty much the one thing that we're going to be getting right now. An algae, which actually our oxygen, we're going to have to start making some so we can't do much. And as you can see, our storage is starting to get full. So what I'm gonna do is make another storage there and there. We just need to get to this water as fast as possible so that we can actually start being able to drink and make some food. Because making food is gonna be really important. It's gonna be a big key factor in surviving in this game. But since we're lucky that we have a lot of plants right here and a lot of seeds, it's gonna be very useful. As you can see, they are actually starting to run out of air, which is a bad thing. We are missing raw metal. Okay, you guys can head up. I don't want you guys up here. Come on. Because you can see that they're struggling for oxygen. We have to be very careful with that, because if they collapse, it's pretty much game over for them. Okay. Now, I can want them to dig all of this up. As well as all of this, because we need all this algae as much as possible. We need metal. Metal is the main thing that we need. Copper ore. As you can see, now we have some new things. See, our oxygen is doing pretty good right now still. Down here, it's doing pretty bad. I don't think I need to make any here just yet, so we're gonna leave that as is. We're just gonna try to look for metal. So let's come over here. Let's dig that. Oh. Also, when they go to sleep, I'm gonna speed it up because nothing really happens when they're sleeping. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Okay, now it's back to daytime. Before we start digging anything else, I'm gonna let them start picking up everything so that we don't lose all of our materials. Yes, okay. We're gonna... Let's see. Sweep all of this. As well as all of this. And all of that. We want to tidy up a little bit because I don't want to lose a lot of this ore. I want to just get stored, which is going to be useful. What I'm going to do is probably on the second floor, I'm going to do like a big power plant down here where they can start making power, and we're going to store batteries and possibly store some more stuff. Hope they didn't eat my food. Yes. So we could probably... let's see. Let's actually... make all that. We have a lot of seeds, which is going to be super come in handy when we start making our farm. Which we weren't struggling too much with. The one thing I want to get started with is my food. I want to have, I want to be able to have a nice food production, which is going to be very important. So let's start making a food production machine, which is going to allow us to make mush, because we only have 14,800 calories left, or K-bars, or whatever you want to call them. Food, basically. We also need to make power, which we do not have metal. Metal seems to be a big key part that we need right now. There's a lot of plants up there that I do not want to break just yet. Metal seems to be on this side. Let them finish all this first. Then we're gonna head over here and get all this metal on this side. And we do not want to break this yet, the oxalite, because it produces oxygen, and it's going to come very handy for now. So we're going to leave those pieces of things alone. Although it seems like our oxygen down here is starting to look pretty good. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Looks definitely a lot of algae. We're going to be needing all of this algae. A lot of it, actually, so that's gonna come in handy. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, our storage is still pretty good. Our bed is still good. Our next duplicate is in 1.2 cycles. So we're gonna be having a fourth person kind of soon. Not very soon, but kind of soon. We have another little light bug over here. We can finally start making a battery source. Let's see. Let's do some tiny batteries. Let's do 2 of those. Power, and we can't do the wire just yet because we don't have a power source. Key part or key component right now that I'm really struggling for is metal, which is over here. A big section is over here. So I'm gonna do that after I'm finished all of this down here. And it seems like we're almost done. Let me check my power. I can't make that just yet. Alright, so let me dig this metal up right here. And we're gonna dig that up. Cause I can't do anything just yet without power. Oh wait, never mind, I got it. Okay. Let's build that there. And we're gonna need the wire to hook up. And that should be pretty much all we have for right now. Once we get some more metal, what is that? Okay, we need to be careful with him. I don't want him to attack my guys. As soon as we have power going, we're gonna one person's gonna be running on the wheel, which fills up the battery, and it's also going to power this thing. I'm gonna show you guys once I get some more metal. Like I said, metal is a big part in this game. And then we have some more wires, which we plug that in. As you can see, she's making power, filling up our battery. And how far until... Okay, we got 0.9 cycles left for our next guy. Let me move that. I don't need none of that. Let's dig this up some more. And we're going to be doing some more sweeping. Just tidy up a little bit because it's pretty nasty in here right now. And we need to close this in because we are losing our oxygen. As you can see, we have carbon dioxide. We don't need that right now, and it's pretty much slowly creeping over to our base. So it would be kind of nice if somebody would... Actually, no. You know what? Let's leave that right now. Yeah, that actually should be fine. We have a lot of these little oxygen things producing air. And let them right now just slowly clean up. I need them to clean up pretty bad because it's pretty nasty right now in here. We can probably make 2 battery packs because later on in the future, having a lot of power is going to be super important. Because you tend to run out of power very quickly. Alright, so it's nighttime. Let's save it. And let's power boost. And we have 0.7 cycles for our next guy. Our stress is still pretty good because we have it nice and tidy in here. We need to be careful with this guy. And we have a lot of seeds. So the seeds, like I said, seeds are going to be a big... they're going to play a big role in this game. You know what? Let's actually... let's cancel that for now. Let's not clean up. What we need to do is... make that. And we need to come over here and start actually digging all of this metal. Because we need all of this metal. We can't do anything without metal. So, let's... the good thing is that our next person is going to come and it's going to be so much better. What is that? A nutrient bar. Okay. We're definitely getting low on food, so we're gonna have to be very careful with our food. So far, we don't have to use too much of our algae. We have quite a bit, 3,400, so that's super handy. What we need is really to get some water. Water is gonna be a big thing that we need right now. We're gonna lose quite a bit of things down here, which is I'm not too happy with. Okay, they digged up all the metal. We have 0.4 cycles left. Okay, so let me see. I think somebody is about to go into the treadmill. Yes, okay. Gene is gonna go in the treadmill and start building our power up. I'm trying to see. Ari and Catalina are pretty much making see, I really want them to pick that up. I don't want them to dig any of this. Okay, and we have 0.3 cycles left for our next guy. And we actually need to make some more food because we are getting low. We have 11 seeds. That is pretty good. On my other save that I did, the 3-hour game that I played, I had no seeds. It was kind of hard to get some. I had to dig really far to find these things and get some seeds. So making a farm should be really good right now. I should be pretty much set for it actually. So let's see. We want them to clean this up. Let me sweep this because okay, once they sweep this up, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna lose like 2 blocks of algae, which I'm not too happy with. But luckily, I don't think anything despawns. Everything stays where it's at pretty much, which is actually kind of useful because you can later in the future retrieve it. We have 90 seconds until we get our next guy, which it's actually kind of excited for. What do we have? Insufficient oxygen generation. Colonist requires wash basin. Okay. Where can we make a wash basin? Let's plumbing. We have water there. A wash basin. Let's make one there, right next to the toilet, so that whenever they finish, they can wash their hands. Because it's pretty nasty walking around dirty. I think they're gonna be very happy with that. I think we have all the important things for this, so let's dig this up. Hopefully none of them stand on here. Let me cancel this so that they don't. Because if one of them falls in here, these guys can't swim. So if one of them falls, it's no good. It seems like they can actually jump, so that's pretty good. Okay, now that we have that, we need a plumbing system. Deconstruct. And we're gonna do a plumbing system right here. Uh, what is that?